Hey, and welcome to today's episode. Well, I literally just had a moment because I realized my fizzy drink was making all this noise into my iPad because my computer is still not working. So hopefully you can hear me.
I can't hear you drink. That's probably a good sign.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Well, welcome everyone to this month's edition of The Transits. Yvette, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Super excited. Just
Pretty happy
claim.
to be looking into November and what all the exciting things that are ahead.
I mean, seriously, exciting things would be great. I do feel like there's this really and I think I've been saying it for months now, this weird energy of polarity, like such great, amazing things happening,
Yeah.
and then like, poof, gut punch, like. But I do feel like, and maybe it's because I'm Piscean, I don't know. There's this big shift in for us now. I feel like I've turned the corner and things have started to get a bit better. But
Yeah.
how about you?
Well, maybe the fun of the mid-year being in Europe and away for months on end
Yeah.
doesn't make normal life as exciting, but I've also, I've had some ups and downs since I got back, and I would agree, so much polarity. Like, oh,
Yeah.
yay, I'm going away in the van for 2 weeks. Oh my God, I've smashed the van and I've cut my foot open. Like, that kind of stuff has been going on for me.
Yeah. So my computer just died, just stopped. I said to my youngest son, I'm like, oh, I think I might get a new computer by the end of the financial year. Then I went to open the computer to do a podcast the next day, and it was dead. And I'm like, oh, it's just going to be a battery because things like that
Yeah.
never happen to me.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky. And I took it to the shop, and as he picked it up and he carried back towards me, I saw him take the masking tape off, and what was written on the masking tape was DOA. And I'm like,
Dead on
dead on
arrival.
arrival? That's not good. So, needless to say, it's been sent away to hopefully back
See whether
up.
it can be resuscitated.
Exactly. Like, I just want to get stuff off it,
Oh
and
my God.
hopefully, it can be
I'm
resuscitated
actually
enough.
I'm in a similar situation. Like I spilled something on it when I was traveling, and there's a corner where the mouse doesn't work. And this week I've had issues on a wider area. And
Mm.
we did move into Mercury, or the pre-shadow stage of Mercury retrograde, a couple of days ago. So
Yeah, well, that would make sense.
get
All I
all
have
the
to
stuff
say is
that
DOA.
that's gold. Well, interestingly, talking about the health of things, because I've kind of mentioned health of laptops, but also me and my comedy of errors. We have been in splenic energy all month, which
Mm.
I think is bringing up some of this. Well, it's a less fired up energy, right? It's more instinctual, intuitive. There are themes of health, whether that's business health or the health of your being, like that kind of. And I have really felt that coming through
Mm.
this month.
Mm. I agree.
And it's a real nurturing energy.
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely feel that too. Like, I feel like I'm in perpetual detox. Like I actually, last week, for those that listened to the Secret podcast, it was a pretty challenging week. We had some pretty, rocking news on a couple of fronts, one of which was Taylor's mum was diagnosed with a glioblastoma tumour in her brain. As we record this, Kathy Jyson has been operated on. They got all of it. And she's home already. Like, so she's great. It's a really good story, which I feel like so many people need to hear right now. And yeah, through this week where there was a lot of challenging news, I got my divorce. So I was like pumped. But yeah, I feel like since the moment that email arrived, I've just been exhausted. I feel like my whole body is just like, okay, we can let go now. It's all going to be okay. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's been a
awesome.
month.
And by the way, huge congratulations on your divorce coming through. That has been a process.
Yeah,
It must
it
be a big
certainly has
relief.
been a long time coming. And it's so crazy, like the version of me before knowing and the version of me after. Like, God, it feels so different in my body.
Wow.
So different. Like, I feel like I'm Emma Shackleton again,
Oh
you
my
know?
God, I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a really cool experience. And this huge feeling of freedom, you know? Like,
That's brilliant.
I think that and because it's not like I'm ever going to be completely separate from this human, and we still do have to work out a couple of things.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, the difference is that I feel free of that now. I
Mm,
feel like my own person in my own power.
yeah.
Like, yeah, it's so different. I
It's
just
kind of got
pumped.
its hooks out of you now.
Yes, exactly.
The energetic container has been snapped.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
that's news.
Thanks.
I really, yeah, feel that for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So, how about we talk about what are we going to talk about next? Are we going to talk about November?
Well, let's talk about November because I think we are going to start to feel quite different.
Yeah, cool.
We are going to be closing out the splenic gates right as we move into November. And we still, as we're recording, we're still in that. And then next comes a lot of sacral gates and like
Oh, brilliant.
power activation. Like we're definitely going to feel a shift. We're also going to have Mercury moving into retrograde the 9th of November. So even before that, the Mercury gates will start course correcting or going backwards, and so maybe we'll feel some of that sacral energy for like even earlier that as well. So I think that's exciting. I'm ready. I mean, I know we're both in the southern hemisphere, so for us it really lines up with beautiful weather, warmer weather, being outdoors, and the sun and it's all going on. If you think about the bigger picture, it's also a big time from a commercial perspective. Like as we head
Yep.
to the end of the year, November carries Black Friday, obviously Thanksgiving. If you celebrate that in the US at least. So we start to get into some of the biggest shopping months they are the biggest shopping months of the year. So that, I think, for the business owners is something to really think about, because we can have a temptation to think, oh, people aren't going to be interested in what I have to offer at this time of year. But I don't know about you. I generally have my biggest quarter this quarter.
Yeah. Yeah. I think generally speaking, most businesses have this is one of their strongest quarters, if not the strongest.
Yeah, so I it's something to keep in mind as we start to feel differently, and we kind of shift from maybe more instinct and survival energy into power, like gate 34, creativity, and really devotion to doing what we love. Like that is
Yeah.
what's coming through, that kind of lit up sacral energy. Whether you're a sacral being or not, you're going to be feeling that as the transits move through. So
How exciting.
I'm pretty pumped for that to happen.
Yeah. And I love that, like, I think also that the clarity of the sacral energy, like, yep, nah. There's that real, like, that
Yes.
clarity of the energy. Like, yep, I've got energy to go after this, or nope, that's just not for me. So I love that
Yeah.
too.
So if you have been feeling some introspection around life, around business, that's not surprising. But you are likely to now start to feel more of your creative spark, your urges. You're like, I want to move. I'm ready. Let's get out there. Let's become more visible. It's really a time when clarity, which is where we've been, like getting clarity and being connected to self, it turns from clarity into creation.
Yeah. Building, baby, building.
Yeah. And like zooming out, when you think about business from an October perspective, it was more about refinement, the health of the business, trusting timing, tuning into what is your priorities, and more like the energetic hygiene of your business. I've definitely been in this season myself.
Oh, for sure. And we even had a whole conversation just last week. We were like, I think we're like officially at this point in the business where we've been kind of building a lot of things and kind of going in different, experimenting with this and experimenting with that, and we've just hit this point where it's almost like just scale. Like, okay, we've worked out the formula.
Yeah.
Now let's just hit
Yeah.
play,
Turn it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I, my business isn't as developed as yours, but I would say I have been definitely in the last few months, and October is a big example of this. It's almost like a little step backwards to line up everything to go. And, for the people listening, that doesn't mean that in November it's go. It's still like, okay, I know that the strategies are sound and I'm putting them in place. And
Yeah.
sometimes that can feel like liminal space
Yes.
because it takes time for the strategies to actually start to convert into
Yeah.
the next level. So that really ties into this as well. So in October, we were more about nurturing our audiences. Like, do they feel safe, seen, and supported by how we're supporting them? But now we're like, okay, let's like activate people. Like, let's get them activated and moving and excited and leveraging this creative.
Oof, I love this because we have a retreat in the US. So, and that's
Amazing.
exactly what we're doing. We are helping
Yeah.
in real time
Yeah.
build businesses,
Yeah.
and yeah, I'm super excited about it. So it
Yeah.
feels like the right month to be doing it.
Oh, 100% it is. Absolutely. It'll be wild in all the right ways.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So as we move into November with that in mind, I'm just going to quickly go through the major planets as they frame up the energy as they usually do. So we're going to be moving into, or we're staying in, sorry, gate 62 in Jupiter. So there is still this systems to scale thing going on.
Yep.
And I think, like, as you said, you're like there with your systems. Others maybe like just refining the systems to scale, but it's like it's getting to go time regardless.
Yep.
We have Saturn in the 36, which is a continuation. So there is still going to be this discomfort maybe showing up. And how do you stay in the game? Like, how do you stay committed and taking action and believing in yourself and the way that you show up and align your energy to your design even when it's uncomfortable?
Yeah. I love that. And that's such a great question because I think so often it's the place we retreat, we step back, we take our foot off the accelerator. But to be in our power, we want to lean in, you know? You
Yeah.
want to lean into that. Like Saturn is there to teach you something, it's a consequence of something. So, where are you resisting? Where are you fearing? Where are you giving your power away? You know, I feel like I know I've banged on about this, but this whole bloody Saturn in Pisces or Pisces in Saturn or whatever, that's been, you know, a really challenging couple of years for me. And one of the greatest lessons is just to lean in instead of leaning back, lean in and just take my power back.
Yeah, 100%. Well, wonderful timing with taking your power back from the major relationship in your life.
I know, right?
Are you looking to build a successful human design or astrology business? Do you wish that you had your own chart tool on your website so you don't have to send people somewhere else to get it? Bodygraph.com provides all the resources you need to turn this vision into a reality. We use this incredible software in our business to provide charts and custom reading reports at the click of a button, generate leads, and bring in lots of passive revenue. Bodygraph.com has already helped coaches and entrepreneurs generate over $2.5 million in revenue. If you're ready to take your business seriously, start with a free trial and use the code Human Design Podcast to get 30% off for 6 months. Here's what you can do with Bodygraph.com. Embed stunning charts directly into your website, build personalized lead magnets to grow your email list, create and sell detailed reading reports, and even use their free website builder to get started fast. Bodygraph.com is the ultimate all-in-one platform for building your human design or astrology business. If you're ready to join the community of successful entrepreneurs, visit bodygraph.com and start building your dream business today. Follow the link in the show notes and use the code Human Design Podcast to get 30% off for 6 months.
Okay, let's talk about the nodes and what's happening with the nodes in November because they are moving very early in the month. I think it's on the 3rd of November. And we're moving into a time where we have the 64 in the South Node and the 63 in the North Node. So this is mental energy, and it's a time where you may feel that the 64 brings up some confusion or resetting, and the 63 is more about doubt, confusion, but opening the gates up to logic. Now, Emma, I know you've been playing with your North Node because of
Yeah.
you heard the most recent podcast. So what does this bring up for you?
Well, I love to look at the North nodes or the nodes as our pathway, right? So if everything else in our design is our superpowers, our talents, our themes, our whatever, the nodes are the path in which we walk in this lifetime. So if this is what is happening right now for the nodes, for everyone, so then if this is the pathway that everyone's walking at the moment, it's kind of like the theme of how life's going to be unfolding. If we're going from, now let me just confirm, we're going from the South Node in the 64 to the North Node in the 63. Okay. So we're going from confusion. So the 64 is like that massive dump of information, right? So, I remember someone once saying that the 64 almost has, a connection to dyslexia, because it's all this information and it's trying to make sense of it. Now, the dyslexic brain actually makes sense of information differently to everybody else. So maybe, and it's South Node. So we're going to have a sense of confidence, been there before. I kind of know how this is. So as we're going through the confusion, we're kind of like, let's not worry about it. Like we've seen it all before. We've seen the craziness. We've seen the mess that is honestly a lot of the Western world right now. And so there'll be that sense of like, I've seen this before. However, as we move into the 63, the gate of doubt, this is where we're going to start to feel like a little bit like we're feeling a little bit because it's the North Node, it's the lesson to be learned. It's what we're learning to master, we're moving toward. So perhaps this is where we're going to feel a little bit like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit of doubt around this. And remember that the gate of doubt is always about this pattern isn't working. It's not like I doubt me. I mean, it can be, but it's about I doubt this pattern's going to work. So it's this energy of going, okay, well, just calling out the patterns that aren't working. You don't have to have a solution. You don't have to, like, it's all mental energy. So I think that there's going to be a lot of mental energy in the background. Yep, confusion, we might feel like, seen it all before, but that doubt piece potentially will show up in our path, and we have to allow the new pattern to show itself instead of trying to force mental clarity.
Yeah. And then generally that doubt shows up to help you gain clarity, right? It's like...
Well, I think yes, because I mean, ultimately the doubt comes from this isn't working or this won't work.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be like, and this is the solution. Potentially if you have the gate 4, then maybe you can come up with a solution. But from a node's perspective, like we don't have to come up with a solution. It's more about calling out the patterns that don't work. Like I doubt this is going to work. And then allowing the pattern that will work to, show up and for you to be aware of it when it shows up instead of forcing yourself there.
Both of these energies are kind of like weight energies. It's like...
Yeah, well, it is. I mean, that's a lot about, the way human design talks about mental energy is it's be aware that it's there and allow the answers to drop in. Yeah. Don't go chasing them.
Yeah. Okay, good advice.
Roger that.
Got it. Okay. All right. Now let's talk about the sun transits. So we are moving at the beginning of November into the quarter of transmutation. So there's a big theme of change and transmutation that comes with this energy. And you feel that with the sacral, right? It's like time to act. It's time to break things and recreate and make like creation.
Yeah, build and master, baby.
Absolutely. And so the gates are very activating is how I would describe them. So at the beginning of the month, we're going to be we'll be in gate 44 just for the first few days, which we talked about last month because it begins at the end of October. So that's kind of the final gate coming through from the spleen. It's a gate of alertness. It may be this final push of really refining our learnings from the season that we've been in. And then we move into gate 1. So this is like a pure creativity, authentic creativity, self-expression type of vibe. So it's a really great time to feel into your original brilliance.
Yeah, and it's this, and I always think like the one is the creative spark.
Yeah.
You know, like the initiation, like it's an exciting time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel that as well. Then we move into gate 43, and this is the gate of the listener, right? You know this gate well. I've heard you talk about it.
The 43, yeah, the 43 is all about like this is the it's part of the Genius to Freak. It's, this epic gate. I love it. I love this gate so much. It's my core talent. So yeah.
I was going to say it's your design Mars, right?
Yeah.
Because I've heard you talk about the low frequency is really shows up as you're not listening to your.
And I, as a kid, I used to literally stick my fingers in my ears and go la 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 if there was something I didn't want to hear. Like, shadow of deafness, people.
Yes, but in the high frequency, it's breakthroughs, it's insight, it's a time when you may feel more innovative. You may want to create new things in your business, offers. You may have drop-ins of unexpected clarity.
Yeah. And it's all about trusting your insight. It's the city of epiphany. And I literally am a person that goes, oh my God, I just had an epiphany. I've said it like my entire life. And a lot of the people close to me are like, dude, you have a lot of epiphanies every day. I'm like, I know, right? It's cool. And then I found out it's my core talent. Woohoo!
Dude, it's like I'm meant to.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, then we move into a gate that I particularly love because it makes up the only channel that I have, which is gate 14. It's also very
it's a goodie.
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm like, if I'm going to have one channel, the channel of the beat is a good one to have with gate 14, which I have in more than one place. It's actually my core talent. So this gate is about resources and actually turning your magic into money in a way.
Yeah. I always remember it's always about, it's the shadow of compromise. Like this gate is so about you make money when you are you, like you are abundant when you are you. You get paid when you are you.
That's a really funny, this one too, because it's my core wound. It's really self-compromise. It's not being true to yourself and
exactly
pleasing, or even it's not even external people pleasing. It's breaking promises to yourself. Yeah. You do that, you don't rise.
No, exactly. Stop it. You've worked it out.
Versus when you're aligning with your energy, then wealth creation is inevitable.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really important to be doing what you love and trusting in yourself. So
and your own unique way of doing it. Yeah.
100%. So that's mid-month. It runs from around the 17th to the 21st of November. Then we go into another strong, powerful gate, gate 34.
Yeah, go girl.
This is what
I love it.
Like looking at in detail or in depth because it's in your North Node, right? So even though it's kind of the gate of power, I feel like it's more about empowered.
100. Well, it's all about being self-empowered. Like it's part of the integration circuitry, which is all about self-empowerment. It's the individual empowered. It's not about like I have the power and I'm going to lord it over all of you. It's like, no, I've actually found the secret to my own power and I'm going to go out and live it.
Yeah, and make a positive contribution.
Exactly.
With that. Yeah, I have this in my Jupiter, so I'm also someone who.
Nice.
Well, I know. Like, I've got some good placements.
The most powerful gate in Jupiter. Like, dude, go, girl.
Both sides.
Jesus.
No, I know. Okay. Anyways, leadership through energy rather than effort is another thing to think about in this energy.
Yeah, it's that I always remember like when I first read about the 3420 And it's like this energy that you get so pumped about, like having this channel. And it's like you just want to show everyone how to do it and give it to people, and you cannot give it away. Like you can't teach other people to have it or do it. It's like this.
9-5 in there.
Oh, yeah, I know, right? And I just feel like that is it to a T for me. It just feels so powerful, and I just want everyone else to have it too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, awesome. And then we move into gate 9 at the end of
It's
November.
another one of my favourites, another one of my charts. Like it's smashing it between the two of us this month.
Gate 9 as well. We have some pretty key gates in common.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is really about focusing on the right things, not on everything, to like put your attention, optimize your attention. There you go. Optimize your attention so you get the best return on it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, let's do ROA.
Yeah, I love it. It is, well, you know what? That's what's creating our reality, right? So if we're focusing on the correct thing, then that's brilliant.
Yeah, 100%.
So don't get distracted, people. Don't go chasing bunny rabbits. You have to actually focus on like the big things.
Tangible impact.
Exactly.
Yeah, and bring you and your community the returns and rewards of that.
Exactly.
So yeah, so overall, lots of sacred energy. The core theme is really we're getting into breakthroughs, empowerment, creativity, and by the end of the month with precision, I would say, with line coming through.
Oh my God, that sounds so exciting. I'm in the US for most of November doing lots of fun stuff. So that feels like it's bang on. I also feel super excited for our business retreat over there because, yeah, like we're in the right energy to really help people launch.
Yeah, if you really look at the gates as we just spoke them through, it's almost aligns with manifestation. Like,
yeah,
just the way that it's like being creative, seeing what you want, then visualizing it, and then taking the action towards what you're going to get and refining it. Like it's pretty aligned.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So good. It's going to be a great month, people.
Your hearts out.
Yep.
Now I mentioned this already, but Mercury is going to be going into retrograde from the 9th of November. And so we're going to have a lot of sacral energy moving through Mercury as well. And it is going to start out in front. So we've got the 34 coming through at the beginning of the month. Then it jumps all over the place because that's what happens when we go into retrograde. So then it goes into gate 9, like well ahead out in front of the sun. And then it goes back to gate 34.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, this is what always happens is it goes forward and then it starts going backwards. And so we go over some of these key themes. But I think it's literally going over all the energies that we've just spoken about that are very activating and powerful energies.
Yeah, I love the 34. I was just thinking the 34 Mercury communication, going over old things. And then I was thinking about the shadow of force. And it's that shift from force.
Yeah.
The gift of strength, but it's the city of majesty. And like to me, I'm just like, wow, in communication, like how powerful communication actually comes from a place of listening and being grounded in your own self and power and self-empowerment. So yeah, it could be a really cool month for us to communicate and be in our power from that place too.
Absolutely. And just on the topic, the 43 comes through at the end for a long time. Like it's from the 24th and it stays. It's low retrograde phases at the end of the
my God, I love that. So lots of insights.
I mean, there's like we're going to feel the 9 as well and the 14 in Mercury, but 34 has 2 runs and the 43 has an extended run. So that's your energy coming through.
Freaking love it. That's awesome.
Yes. Okay, so really that's it. November is a really big activation portal. As we've mentioned, it is a big season for business, and it's a time when you want to actually move, like trust the clarity that you've been receiving through October and the months that have preceded. And now it's not just about thinking and gathering insight and getting clarity. It's about taking action, having fun with it, letting your creative juices flow and, feel into the lit upness of being a sacral being, even if you typically don't have that defined, because this month you will. So resonate with what lights you up for this month. Allow that to come through you.
Oof, I love it. It's going to be a sparkly month in November
It is.
and powerful.
And when you think about sparkles, trust the sparkles.
Yeah, trust the sparkles,
Follow the
people.
sparkles.
I love that. So good.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thank you. Thanks so much for joining me again this month. I just saw the 2222, which is cool. And yeah, thanks everyone for listening along at home. I trust you got what you needed from today's episode. Yvette, thanks so much for being here with me again. So much fun.
Yeah.
And yeah, look forward to having you all on the next one. Bye for now.